Hi everyone, it's Brittany and welcome back to Untitled Thoughts. For today's video, I thought that it would be super fun to show you all the things that I made for spring. So this is everything I've made since January. And I'm surprised at actually how much I've made for my wardrobe. A lot of these are actually samples that I've made of patterns for my own brand. So I won't be keeping everything here, but a lot of them I will, and I actually have worn quite often since making them. So I just thought I'd kind of share everything and see if y'all would like it. All right, so the first one is actually the Nathalie, which is a pattern that I'm currently updating. So this is a sample of that, and it is the top version without the ruffle back. I've been really into neutral colors lately, especially when combining like dresses with tops for the winter, because we're just coming out of our winter into our spring and summer. And so this was a great layering piece, and it's really soft. This was actually made from another like thrifted dress that I had found a couple years ago that has been lying in my closet and unworn. So I just thought that I would cut it up and make it into a top, and I've worn this a ton since. The next one is another Nathalie, and this is a bodysuit version. I made this one out of a bamboo knit that I got from, I think, Blackbird Fabrics, and I just absolutely love it. It's so comfortable, so soft, and I actually have two bodysuits in this exact fabric, and I wear them all the time because it's just super breathable and soft and comfy, and I love it. I love bodysuits personally. So this next one is actually, I'm missing the bottoms. I'm not sure how one loses a pair of pants, but I have lost a pair of pants. This is the top of the Saguaro by Friday Pattern Company. So it's a set, it's a two-piece set, and I made this out of thrifted curtains. It's a linen rayon blend, and I just love this set. I didn't think that I was going to love it as much as I do when I first made it, because usually I'm not a two-piece set kind of person. I don't usually like to show my midriff too often, but when I wear this set, I feel invincible. I feel super confident and comfortable, and it's just been a great like two-piece lounging set. I can hang out at home, but I also feel dressed up enough to like go grocery shopping if I need to, and I've been known to go out into the garden a little bit to just do things out there, because it's a super comfy, breezy set that keeps me nice and cool, especially as our weather is getting really hot. Like today, the high is 88. Yeah, pretty toasty. And that's not even the hottest it's gonna be. Next up is the Amelie Skirt. I made this in a linen hemp blend, and I just absolutely love this skirt. I've gotten so much use out of it. It's just, again, a really basic color, and it goes with a ton of things in my wardrobe, and I can wear the buttons to either the front or towards the back because the pockets are inset, so it doesn't matter which direction I wear it. And I have been opting for them in the front quite often because it's super comfortable, and it's just like a really fun little detail to have buttons like up the front of your skirt. So this next pair of floral pants, which I think is super amazing. These were made out of thrifted curtains, of which I have so many more curtains left. So these are actually the Chandler Pants, and I really love these. I think that they are super fun. I saw a friend of mine, Alexis from Fiber and Cloth Studios, she had a pair of floral pants, and I just thought that they were really fabulous, and that inspired me to create my very own pair. Oh, this is Boysenberry. We just got this new kitten, and she's so sweet, so curious about everything. Aren't ya? What's that? Are those all the clothes? So this next dress is one of my absolute favorite. I'm a little bit biased, probably because this was my 30th birthday dress, and I just absolutely loved making it, even though it did cause a couple of problems, which I shared all of those details with in this video right here. But yeah, it was super fun. It was a little bit challenging and I absolutely love it. It fits me like a glove. I love the fabric. I got this from a thrift store and it was only $4 for like 3 or 4 yards of this beautiful linen fabric, and I've literally worn this so many times. I just absolutely love it, and the silk lining is a total dream. So yeah, I think that I'm going to have this in my wardrobe for many, many years to come. So this next one is another thrifted make. This was a shower curtain, and I don't know if you all remember from my thrifting adventures, I found this really cool pumpkin cotton print I absolutely loved. I actually used it as the lining in this Pinafore, and this is the steel Pinafore by LB Textiles. I literally have never bought a pattern so quickly. As soon as this pattern was dropped, I purchased it because I knew that it was going to be an amazing, amazing garment for gardening and just overall comfort, and I love it. It's amazing. I absolutely am obsessed with this entire Pinafore, and I've already worn it a million times since making it just a couple days ago. Yeah, it's it's really great. I love it. And I have this really cool fun pin by Justine Gilbuena here. And it's a girl with a baguette, and I think it's super cute, and I think it will permanently live on this Pinafore. So now getting into more yellows. This is the April dress by Forget Me Not Patterns, and I made it out of a vintage silk that I got off of Etsy, and I am just absolutely obsessed with how dreamy this fabric is. It just blows really nicely in the wind, and yeah, I really, really love it. I love how bright and happy it is too. It makes me think of the sun and sunshine and smiles whenever I see this yellow color. I also made the Gemma Belt. It's a free pattern that actually comes with the April dress, or you can get it off of the Forget Me Not website as its own standalone. And again, it's 100% free, and it just kind of ties this whole dress together. So this next yellow piece is the Zero Waste Iris blouse by Fiber and Cloth Studio. I actually was a tester for this blouse, and I did a whole sew with me, which I will link above, and I just absolutely love this blouse. I haven't had too many chances to wear it because it's just now warming up, but I do foresee wearing it a lot in the garden because it will keep my arms nice and safe from mosquitoes. But it's also made of a cotton voile, an organic cotton voile, so it's really lightweight, a bit sheer, so it's very breezy, which is exactly what I need for the summer heat. And I love that, I just love the color. I know that some have said that it looks like I accidentally stained my blouse with coffee, but this is actually hand dyed with marigold leaves, and all of the little splotches are from the marigold leaves actually were closer to the fabric. So I thought that it was a really cool, like, abstract print that was added to this beautiful blouse. So these next two pieces are actually more staple pieces that I realized I really needed in my wardrobe for underneath garments. So this one is a Sophie Hines Axis tank. I love this pattern. This is my second one, and I foresee a lot more in the future. And I made it in this really nice French, is it French terry? It looks like some sort of terry. It's a really soft terry cloth kind of fabric. I can't remember where I got it from, but knowing me, it was probably an organic cotton purchase with a little bit of spandex, maybe from Sitka Fabrics. I do know that I've bought a lot of my knits from there, and they're really wonderful. And then the other one that I made that's a good staple is this Saltwater Slip, again in a very neutral color, and this is actually made out of the remaining bedsheet material from this dress that I will show next. I've always known that I needed some sort of slip that matched my skin tone or was pretty close to it, just because I have a lot of garments that are semi see-through, and I need something to, again, make me feel less exposed. I don't want to just be showing off everything. So this has been a really great addition to my wardrobe, a great staple piece, and I've been able to wear it underneath like the April dress or this olive dress, and I have other skirts that are semi see-through, so this will be a great slip dress for that as well. So this next one is an olive dress that I made out of a bed sheet that I got from one of my thrifting adventures, and it came with a little ruffle hem that I knew that I wanted to utilize. So I utilized it in both the skirt and in the strap. I adjusted the strap so that the ruffles were very prevalent, and I really, really love this one. I just love wearing this around the house. It's super comfortable. It's super loose. I didn't add belt loops, but I can still add a belt if I wanted. And yeah, it's a really nice, flirty, spring, light, airy kind of dress. See, I feel so like, whenever I'm talking about it. So this next one is an Amelie. Actually, I'll show both of them because I made two Amelie dresses, and these were for the updated version of my pattern, the Amelie, and I just am obsessed. I'm super obsessed with both of these. Both of them are super cute. This is a red linen I got from Blackbird Fabrics, and it just breathes really, really nicely, and the lining is super cute. It's actually different types of cheese. And I think that the artist her name is August, but I just love all of her work, and she has a really great fabric line. And then this Amelie, I love the short hem of it. It makes me think of, like, when I wear it, I feel like it's the perfect picnic dress. And I got this fabric. It's like a heavier weight cotton with some embroidered detail of the white stripe. I got this from Top Stitch Studio. It's just fantastic. I absolutely love it. And the lining is this really beautiful watercolor pear print that I got from Spoonflower. All right, I promise we're almost done. But this dress is my most recent make, and it's another olive dress, and it's fully reversible, like 100% reversible. It's got pockets on both sides, and this fabric was actually a duvet cover that I got while thrifting during my first thrift adventure of the year, and I felt super incredibly lucky because this is actually 100% organic cotton. I'm super excited to be wearing this throughout the summer and get two dresses for one, basically. I can't wait. All right, so these next three are all, again, thrifted makes. These were all made from bed sheets that I found, and they're all samples. So the first one is, actually they're all Chandler Pants, which is my own pattern, and this one is actually the sample, the very first sample of the Chandler expansion, which I'm currently working on right now and should be out by the end of this month. But I made these shorts, and I think that they're so fun. Like, they look like picnic blankets, but in a mint color, which I love. I said it on Instagram recently that my ultimate style goal this year is to just dress like a picnic blanket, plain and simple. Like, that's my style now. So I think that these two fit the bill. And then these are another great color. They are kind of that minty, sagey color, and they're actually two pairs of shorts. And they're both Chandlers. They're both the different views of them, but I really love them. And I don't know how many of these I'm going to keep because obviously I don't need this many pants in my wardrobe or this many shorts. But I had to make them as samples just to make sure that construction was good and fit was good. So now I have a plethora of pants. All right, so last but not least is this beautiful Amelie's dress, which is my newest pattern. I just recently released a sew along. That was literally the last video that I did on this pattern. And again, it's another bedsheet dress, and I just really love it. It feels like I am floating on a cloud when I wear this. I did this pattern for Talco magazine, which was a really fun experience. I'm super excited about how it came out, how breezy it is, and how fancy it looks as well. Like, would you ever guess that this is just a bed sheet? I don't think I would. I would just think that it's a really lovely, lightweight, beautiful cotton. So that's everything that I made for the spring from January to literally today. I will have one more pair of pants that are probably going to be done by the time this video releases, but I haven't finished them yet. I'm actually in the process of recording them as a sew along, so you'll see those in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I think that I had a lot of things to sew this spring. I'm again super surprised at how much I actually got accomplished. It hasn't felt like I've been at my sewing machine much, but obviously I have. Wait, let's count. 1, 2, 3. So I just counted 20 pieces. So 20 pieces in, it's May now, so 5 months. That's not so bad, right? 21 if you count the pants that I'm working on. Actually, it might be upwards of that because I've also made things like underwear and like scrap projects and stuff of that nature. So yeah, I've been quite busy, haven't I? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed looking through all of my recent projects, and I'm super excited to see what I'm actually going to be making this summer. We'll just see how much I actually get done because I'm always split between wanting to be outside and wanting to sew. I can never decide which of my two passions I should pursue that day. So if you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Goodbye, boysenberry. What is it? What do you see? Mwah.